This Nebraska FFA Convention video spotlight is brought to you by Pony Express Chevrolet and Buick Gothenburg, Pony Express Ford Minden, and Landmark Implement, your John Deere dealer in central Nebraska and northern Kansas. Today we're learning more about what it's like to start teaching Ag Ed, and we're joined by Christy Schuler. She's the Ag instructor and FFA advisor at Bridgeport. Christy, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So first of all, tell us what it's like to teach the first couple of years out of college.
Yeah, it's definitely, you go through all this college and all this training, and then you get out in the real world and you have to remind yourself every day that you are actually the teacher and have to come up with things. So it's a lot more work than what you think it is, especially in those first few years, figuring out what you're going to teach every day on top of advising the chapter and all the other things that go on. So it definitely is a lot on your plate as a new teacher.
You're entering, or I guess just finishing up your third year of teaching. What's your teaching style, your teaching philosophy?
Yeah, so all of agricultural education revolves around this idea of hands-on learning and getting experience in the real world. And so I definitely try to include aspects of that into the classroom as much as possible. But personally, I want my students to find some sort of connection to what we're learning. And so whether that's just the idea that they are eating the food that farmers and ranchers are producing, or if they have some sort of other agricultural tie, I just want them to relate to what we are learning about.
You guys have a lot of projects going on, a lot of cool things unique to Bridgeport. What makes Bridgeport FFA unique?
Yeah, we have a really awesome community, and I know lots of other chapters in the state do, but we really have a great community that supports us. And so we get to do different things with the community. We have a really awesome greenhouse that we are filling up with plants right now. And so that is on our front runner. We have some hydroponics things and aquaponics things with some fish, some tilapia. We have been able to host a livestock judging invitational. So we have a group of students who are just really passionate about that right now. And so they have just taken the lead on that. We do several other community events throughout the year, a blood drive, our labor auction, all the classic FFA things. But really our community is what makes us so special. This is Bridgeport's 10th year as a chapter. And so comparatively to the rest of the state, we're still relatively new. And so we have a lot of energy and enthusiasm around the things that are going on.
Absolutely. Christy, you had the opportunity to serve as a Nebraska FFA state officer, so you know full well that it's a whole lot more than just those competitions. What do you hope those students take away from being at state convention this year?
Yeah, the part that I love the most about state convention as an advisor is watching my students see the wow factor, seeing all the other members that are gathered in Lincoln, just blue jackets everywhere. Being able to see the really cool keynote speakers. They've made some connections with some of the state officers, so getting to see them on the big stage, that will be really cool for them. But just really see how big FFA really is and how impactful it is, how important agriculture is, just bringing it back to that all the time. And so I just love watching my students' reactions. And so I hope that they get that wow factor and see how awesome Nebraska FFA is.
Absolutely. Christy, I want to be respectful of your time, but it's also an opportunity, great opportunities for FFA advisors. What do you hope to get out of this year's convention?
Yeah, so I am super excited. This year, I'm actually speaking at a Teach Ag luncheon. And so personally, I'm hoping to recruit some more ag teachers. There's a shortage, as we have had for the last several years. And so hopefully we'll get some new colleagues out there who are interested in agriculture education, as well as just catching up with all of my friends and fellow ag teachers who gather in Lincoln. It's a time to catch up.
All right. Looking forward to it. Christy, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.